Kate Middleton walked into a children's hospital on Monday with a graze on her leg. No explanation, no palace statement, just a small mark that told a story no press release ever could. This is Royal News Spot, and today we are breaking down the most quietly powerful royal moment of the week. Let me start with what actually happened on July 6th, 2026, because this visit was more significant than most people realise. Kate arrived at Evelina London Children's Hospital near Westminster for the first time since December 2023. That detail is important. December 2023 was the last time she visited this hospital. The very next month, January 2024, she underwent abdominal surgery. The month after that, February, the palace announced her cancer diagnosis. She spent the rest of 2024 in treatment. She announced remission in January 2025. And then 18 months later, on July 6, 2026, she walked back through those same hospital doors. The same doors, the same wards, the same children, but a completely different woman standing in front of them. She has been patron of Evelina London since 2018. She has visited multiple times over the years. But this visit carried a weight that none of the others did, because the last time she was here, she did not know what was coming. This time, she did. She knew exactly what it means to sit in a hospital and wonder what the future holds. She knew exactly what it means to face a diagnosis that changes everything, and she walked back in anyway, in a white Susanna London dress in 32-degree heat, and she got to work. Now, the moment that had the entire internet talking was not what Kate said or what she wore. It was something royal watchers spotted as she departed the hospital. As the wind caught the split in her dress, it revealed a small graze on her leg below her knee. Just a light mark, nothing serious. No plaster, no bandage, just the kind of small physical evidence that accumulates when you are living a full and active life. And nobody knows exactly how she got it. Royal reporters noted she has been extremely active in recent weeks. Three Peaks Challenge on June 27, 23 miles, 10,000 feet of climbing in 32-degree temperatures. The Wimbledon queue on July 2, walking the grounds, meeting fans, sitting on outer courts in the heat. And at home, an energetic Cocker Spaniel puppy named Otto, who turned 1 in May and is reportedly very enthusiastic about jumping up on people. The graze could have come from any of these. It could have come from all three. But what it represents is something the internet understood immediately. This is not a woman who has been resting. This is not a woman who has been treated carefully and kept behind glass. This is a woman who climbed 3 mountains, walked the Wimbledon queue, ran around with her children and their puppy, and then showed up to a hospital with a graze on her leg because the work does not stop. Kate has a history of these small injuries. In April of this year, she was seen with a small plaster on her right thumb at a Buckingham Palace reception, marking what would have been Queen Elizabeth's 100th birthday. In 2023, she arrived at a visit in Hull with a bandaged finger after injuring herself on her children's trampoline. Kensington Palace described that one at the time as a small injury, nothing serious. She also has a 3-inch scar running across her temple from a childhood operation. Every single one of these marks tells the same story. A woman who is present, who is physical, who does not sit still. But the graze was not the only thing people noticed. On her wrist, Kate was wearing a bracelet, not a piece of jewellery from a designer, not pearls or diamonds or anything from the royal collection. A simple string bracelet, blue-threaded, handmade, and according to Hello magazine, that bracelet was made for her by Princess Charlotte during the Three Peaks Challenge. Let that land for a second. Charlotte made her mother a friendship bracelet while Kate was climbing 3 mountains after cancer treatment. And Kate wore it to a hospital visit, not tucked away, not forgotten at home. On her wrist, visible, in front of the cameras, alongside her Susanna London dress and whatever other jewellery she had chosen for the day. Charlotte Wales, 11 years old. Future Princess Royal, making a string bracelet for her mum on a mountain. Inside the hospital, Kate moved through the wards with a kind of ease that only comes from genuine connection. She met Chief Executive Gubby Aida, who said afterwards, "She is brilliant with the children. She always lights up the place for the children when they come in." She visited Edward Ward, a brand new children's cardiac ward that has recently brought together the hospital's world-leading heart, lung and intensive care specialists onto a single site. She met children being treated there and sat with their families. Then she moved to Galaxy Ward, a brand new outpatient unit within the Children's Day Treatment Centre that only opened in May 2026. This ward hosts children for cardiac appointments, diagnostic tests and ongoing care. Kate was one of its very first high-profile visitors. And then came the moment that is being shared across every platform this week. Kate met a 10-year-old boy named Eran who had been in the hospital for a month. He had questions, big ones. He looked at Kate and asked her directly, "Are you the Queen?" Kate beamed. She did not hesitate. "No," she said, "I am the Princess of Wales." Evran gave her a thumbs up. He told reporters afterwards that the encounter had been amazing. He said he now wants to meet King Charles. Kate had already told him she had come to see the amazing work going on here and to see very brave children like yourself. She also found out he had written a poem about Shrek and asked him to send her a copy so she could write back to him. The future Queen of England, asking a 10-year-old boy in a hospital ward to send her his Shrek poem. She also met a 3-year-old boy named Arjun, who was being discharged that same day after treatment since the start of the year for a rare pulmonary vein condition following a cardiac arrest. He was going home. Kate sat on his bed. She picked up his toy dinosaurs and asked their names. His parents encouraged their suddenly shy son to chat. Kate told them, "It is amazing how children cope." Then she added quietly, "I bet you are desperate to get home." Those words from a woman who spent months in treatment herself, who knows what it means to be desperate to get home, who knows what it means when the day finally comes that you can leave. Kate also met a mother and her baby daughter. She spoke with a teenager who had problems with her pacemaker that left her passing out. And at the exit, she was met by 5-year-old Amelie, who shyly presented her with a posy of flowers. The hospital is now in the middle of a major transformation. Evelina London plans to build an entire new hospital building next to the existing site, expected to open in the early 2030s. That building will include additional scanners, beds, theatres and state-of-the-art technology. Evelina's charity is fundraising more than £100 million toward the project. And at the centre of that expansion is something that connects directly to Kate's own experience. The new building will house a children's cancer principal treatment centre developed in partnership with the Royal Marsden, the same hospital where Kate underwent her own cancer treatment, and St George's Hospital. Together, these three institutions will provide specialist cancer and blood and marrow transplant services for children across South London and South East England. Kate did not just visit a children's hospital on Monday. She visited the future home of a cancer treatment centre built in partnership with the hospital that treated her. She sat with children who were going through versions of what she went through. She picked up their toy dinosaurs and asked their names. She asked about Shrek poems. She wore a string bracelet made by her daughter on a mountain. And she arrived with a graze on her leg that nobody could explain. The hospital chief executive said she lights up the place. Evran gave her a thumbs up and said it was amazing. Arjun went home the same day. Amelie gave her flowers. And Catherine Wales walked back out into 32-degree London heat, climbed into her car and got on with the rest of her week. That is who she is. That is what recovery looks like. That is what showing up means. So here is my question for you. What was your favourite moment from Kate's Evelina visit? The Charlotte friendship bracelet? The Shrek poem? The graze that nobody can explain? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to Royal News Spot, because the truth about the future Queen is a story worth telling. This is Royal News Spot, The Crown. Uncovered. See you in the next one.